Hello everyone, it's Vatican here from Weekly Rations. This video is a response to a video Dixielandfarm put up a few weeks ago regarding sitting down and listening to an album from start to finish with no interruptions. Chris challenged us. He admitted he probably can't do it himself. I have picked So Runs the World Away by Josh Ritter, an album of his from 2010, 5 years ago. I picked this as I felt it was an excellent afternoon kind of album. Josh Ritter is quite an intelligent, lyrically singer-songwriter rock guy, so you'll find lots of historical themes or quite nautical themes in this one. Interesting stories regarding his songs or concepts, some theories. He isn't really your typical, oh I love you baby, let's have sex on the beach, ooh ooh ah ah kind of singer-songwriter. He's a little more highbrow. So I really don't understand why he's not more popular than what he is, because he's an astonishing talent in my opinion. So I figured this album would be a good one to sit and listen to today. So let's get started with side one.
I had a dream last night. I dreamt that I was swimming in the stars up above, directionless and drifting, and somewhere in the dark were the sirens and the thunder, and around me as I swam, the drifters who'd gone under. Time, love, time, love, time, love.
I really enjoyed that. I enjoyed side one of that album. I thought it was interesting to sit down and study the sleeves and the inlay a wee bit more than you normally would, than when you just put a record on and go off and and do something in the house. So some of the graphical elements, the design is really pretty on the sleeve. Some nice flourishes on the lyric sheets. Each song has an icon or whatever relevant to each tune. And it's nice sitting down to the songs that you really enjoy and reading the lyrics and kind of expanding on the story almost, Obviously there's nothing additional really, but you kind of get a feel for his phrasing and the way he's delivering his songs. You're trying to sing along sometimes, and it's quite difficult because I think he does a really good job of delivering so many words. The songs that I wasn't as interested in, I found it was nice to be able to just look out the window at the trees or the clouds, the sun today, and just kind of ponder for a little while, just sort of just sit down and take it all in. The temptation to reach out to my phone was there a few times, but because I'm using it to record the video, I couldn't keep it in my hand in my pocket and checking Facebook. I did a little bit of work on the laptop because I am on duty today, so overall really enjoyed that, and let's get digging into side two.
Gentlemen, I said, I've studied the maps, and if what I am thinking is right, there's another new world at the top of the world for whoever can break through the ice. I looked around the room in that way I once had, and I saw that they wanted belief. So I said all I got of my guts and my...
That's the end of side two and the end of So Runs the World Away. I find myself getting really quite into that in the middle. I actually completely zoned out for a while. I was just looking out the window, listening to the music, and just disappeared for 5 minutes. So that was wonderfully relaxing. I checked out another album of his that I have on vinyl because I wanted to just see some of the changes in the band lineup, and at the bottom of both of them, just underneath where you have the legal spiel 2010, Josh Ritter, blah blah blah, he quotes some of his own lyrics, which I think is quite nice. On this one it says, "Just a thin stitch up against the rising line, and up through the blue I knew the stars were tumbling. Up through the blue I knew the stars were tumbling." And on The Beast in Its Tracks, there's a line out of another song. It says, "The world is what the world is. Everybody's going to hurt like hell sometimes." And you might think it's a bit, I guess, pretentious quoting your own lyrics, but at the end of the day, this is his record. This is his material, his life. So he's very right to stick on a quote from his own lyrics anywhere he wants on the sleeve. but I just think it's quite interesting. And some of the songs are really interesting as well. And you know, if you get a chance to listen to the record, hopefully, you know, you'll pick up on that. There's another one on side two called "Another New World," which is probably my favorite. It's quite a long one about expedition to find the ice route through the top of North America. I guess that they never did find because it doesn't exist. But very interesting and very sad song to listen to. You know, just it's very somber and deep. And I guess the guy who's doing the exploration, his love affair with his ship that he ends up, you know, I guess having to burn because he's trying to survive in the Arctic. I did have the luxury of having no one here today in the house while I'm working, so um, it probably would not be as calm if it was an evening or a weekend listening session. Alright, guys, I hope you enjoyed it. And Chris, I hope you knuckle down and listen to a couple of records on your own with no interruptions for a while as well. Stop playing with stuff